Hello, you're listening to WCSB, and here we're talking to Mr. Cliff Burton, bass guitar. Cliff, how are you doing?
I'm doing real well this evening.
So Cliff, what do you have to say about our Cleveland Jam Out public?
Cleveland was wonderful. We had a real good time in Cleveland.
That's good to know.
Lots of good people.
Lots of good people. That's good to know. Well, anyway, Cliff.
Yeah.
So how long you been playing bass?
I've been playing bass, I'll be 8 years right about now, probably.
8 years?
Well, give or take a year.
So who's your main influences there, Cliff?
Main influences, Geezer Butler, Geddy Lee, Stanley Clark, Ulrich Roth, Jimi Hendrix, Tony Iommi. No, not Ingve. Richie Blackmore.
You don't like Ingve?
Ed King, old guitar player for Leonard Skinner. He's fucking bad as shit.
What?
That motherfucker. I just swore a few times. I guess I wasn't supposed to do that. Anyway, Ed King, he's real good.
Yeah? That's good, you know.
Real good.
So, how'd you get Metallica?
He called me for about 6 months, and finally I decided that was the thing to do.
It was a hip scene, huh?
Well, Trauma got a bit boring.
Yeah. That was a pretty good tune on Metal Massacre, though.
Yeah, but they started to change, you know.
Yeah.
Like, let's be commercial so everyone will like us.
Those guys put out anything after that?
I doubt it. Very seriously.
Yeah.
They're not too happening, man. I seen them about a month before I left Cal.
So here we are on WCSB Radio. Here we are listening to WCSB on Joe Mack's show, and today we have a guest. Who is it? Cliff Burton. Cliff Burton of Metallica. 8 hours from Cleveland.
WCSB live on tape from Cortland, New York.
Yeah, that's near.
Sewer.
It's near Rochester, somewhere far about, long way.
Fresh out of a gig at the Riverboat.
Pretty heavy. But anyway, we're talking to Cliff Burton, the bassist extraordinaire for the extremely heavy metal band Metallica. So, Lead drunkard. Well, anyway, so hey, Cliff, how you doing?
Alright.
Okay.
Good to see you again, Ken.
Hey, that's good to be welcome. Thanks, Cliff.
Yeah.
So, Cliff, what's the future look like, man?
Future. Looks like we're gonna go to Europe and drink good beer.
Good beer in Europe.
And play with Venom and play with the Rods and play with
More beer.
Everybody else comes up, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Definitely.
Just go around here and there and generally cause trouble for all those European types. And
yeah.
Record the album.
Yeah, when are you going to do that?
Album.
When are you going to be recording that album?
Let's see. I'm recording that son of a bitch. March. Yeah. After the Venom tour, we're going to record the album.
Oh, that's looking good. Can't wait.
March, you say? I trust you.
Yeah.
March is good enough for me. In Copenhagen, at Sweet Silence Studios, is where Rainbow did the last 3 albums. And Early Merciful Fate was recorded. And then we're going to come back home and fuck the shit out of our old ladies.
Yeah, we'll play that one. Nah. So, what do you think of Megaforce Records, Cliff?
Well,
true opinion. Or fake one will do.
Megaforce.
Fake one will do.
It's the most wonderful label in the universe, and we couldn't ask for anything more. But seriously,
Sexually satisfying.
There's rather a lack of money.
Yeah.
But there's a lot done on what is there. They get a lot accomplished for what they have.
Yeah. So how's the album sales on Kill 'Em All? Getting there or what?
60,000 worldwide, something like that.
That's cool. It's pretty many. Is it steadily selling or what?
Yes, it's still moving.
Oh, that's cool. So how's the tour been so far on this short little tour going on here?
Tour's been good. Been staying pretty inebriated. Off in the spleefage.
Puffing the spleefage?
Sure.
Yeah, I hear these dudes keep coming up from this town with these buds.
Yeah, there's some dump called Cleveland.
I don't know. Nah. So, whatever.
Oh, Cleveland's nice. We liked Cleveland a lot. It was one of the better stops, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
It was a good club. It was a good crowd.
That's decent.
It's a pity we didn't make it there on the Raven tour, but...
You'll be back?
Oh, we'll be back. Definitely.
That's cool. So, everything's set for Europe, huh?
Yeah, we got tickets and everything, man.
That's cool. So how many gigs do you think you're going to be doing out there?
We got about, I don't know, 8 or 10 dates with Venom. We got various headlining dates. I don't know how many.
Yeah.
And we got the Kerrang! Music for Nations tour. The Rods and Exciter on us, and that'll go through England. Somewhere between 13 and 20 dates in England. Give or take a few.
Blow away those heavy metal bangers out there, you know?
And hopefully there'll be some bangers out there. Remains to be seen. Never been over there myself.
Yeah. We'll find out, though.
I'll find out.
So when are you coming back? When are you coming back to the States?
April, May.
April? When are you going to be in the studios recording that album?
March.
Yeah, March. That's cool. So what do you just got those 4 tunes done? You're working on
We
more?
got 2 more done recently, and there'll be a couple of more done in the next week. We're working on it right now.
Do you got any names for those?
Which ones? The old new ones
No,
or the new ones?
The new ones.
No, the new ones don't have names. Well, here's our friendly neighborhood cat. Come here, kitty.
That must have hurt.
Yes, I was Percy the cat.
So Cliff, you usually do different bass solos every show, or what?
I've been lately. It depends upon the crowd and how I feel.
Yeah.
This crowd I've never played to before. A lot of times I'll play the bass solo off the album. But if I've visited that city in the past, a lot of times I'll just fuck off. Or a lot of times I'll just kind of make it all up as I go, you know.
Improv.
Yeah.
That's cool. I noticed the band's been improvising a lot lately.
How's that?
Like Kirk improvises a little on the leads, because he used to do them note for note.
It has to do with memory loss and alcohol intake and things like that,
Still sounds killer.
Nah, yeah, he does what he wants, I don't know.
Sounds good though, real tight, And
we have a good time. Kind of a good time, man.
So how come you didn't play Buffalo, man?
I think it had to do with financial reasons.
Oh, yeah?
And you see, we're just doing these gigs like before we split to Europe to, make a buck so we can eat and practice and not fail altogether as a band. You gotta keep your head above water one way or another. You got some rich old lady pouring dollars into you, or you even make a buck somehow.
Yeah.
So we do a few gigs.
You think maybe in the future you guys will be like maybe opening for big bands at real huge halls or what?
It's trying to be set up now, but
open for Priest or somebody like that, Steal all those wimp crowds.
Depends upon how things get booked. A lot of people like to try and wield their sphere of influence, and whether or not they can do it effectively remains to be seen.
Yeah.
You can't try and predetermine that garbage, though, because it always fails at the last minute.
So what do you think of the band so far? Is the lineup?
It's fine.
Do you think you should have any changes or what?
I think everyone should be sacked.
No, I'm not talking about changes of members, but are you adding somebody or
No.
You really looking for a vocalist or what? That's the thing.
Well, let's put it this way: we, open to offers.
Yeah.
We're not exactly on the lookout.
We
don't expect to find someone in the near future.
What kind of style vocalist are you looking for?
Great. Really talented.
Can you compare him to anybody or?
It's really hard to say.
Yeah. Are you looking for the kind of high-pitched or low-pitched?
Not particularly looking for the Halford. We're just looking for someone with a lot of talent, a lot of stage presence, a lot of feeling.
There you go.
Someone that can get out there and thrash and bang, go nuts. And someone who's, not afraid to be themselves. Not someone that feels they have to, set up some kind of image to be behind. And we're not in any hurry. We don't expect to find someone, in the near future. We're not even worried about it. We don't really care.
Yeah.
But we're we know that
there's
some talented people out there, so we're gonna see,
Yeah.
Fine. But James is real good, so there's no problem, the second album.
Yeah, I like him on those new tunes,
James,
Fight Fire with Fire. That sounds good. The vocals, really powerful. So Cliff, what did you think of the New York City New Year's Eve bash?
I was pretty drunk.
So Cliff, you gonna be playing that new bass you borrowed, or what?
Just when I break strings.
Oh, really? So Cliff, you usually break bass strings?
Yeah, but tendency to break them once in a while,
Yeah. How about the E string?
It's the one that goes.
Oh my God. The E string.
Just gets thumped,
The E. How can you break the E string, man?
It has to do with the windings separating at the bridge.
Yeah.
And they come apart the littlest bit, and then they just go blah. It's like pulling a spring, so it stretches out.
So Cliff, what kind of pedals are you using? I noticed you use a lot of pedals. Most bassists don't use bass pedals.
Yeah, for effects I use a Morley Power Wah Boost, MXR limiter, and a boss, delay.
Yeah. So that's how you get a lot of those effects out of that.
I used to have a chorus, but that was stolen.
Yeah.
So was my other compressor.
Really?
Yeah, other delay.
Do you
Chicago.
do you use wah or what?
Yeah.
You get a wah though?
Wah was a lot of fun.
Wah, I noticed a lot of bassists don't use those.
Well, it takes a bit to learn how to manipulate various effects, especially on a bass, because a lot of people think of bass as being right back there with the drums, just going thump, 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 not really adventuring off into the wild blue yonder,
right,
fucking everybody up.
Well, yeah, well, you play a thing like guitar because you get those like you do leads on your bass, and a lot of bassists don't do that,
I like to bash it around.
Yeah. Sit there and you hit it, and you're hitting the right notes. That's pretty good.
Well, it doesn't. It's easy to play a bass shitty, but to do it right, it's hard,
Because there's a lot of bassists out who really aren't good to just play the beat,
Yeah.
But you're always all over the neck, and that's really original,
There's a few of them doing it. It's just a way of keeping myself busy,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm just out there wasting time on the thing, I have a tendency to get bored.
You just stand in the corner.
I can't concentrate unless I have something to do. If something is really oversimplified, I get bored and lose interest.
Yeah.
That's what happened with my old band.
Yeah. With Trauma?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I started to oversimplify.
Yeah.
So I got bored.
Well.
But this band is plenty curious enough in the brain, not to just take the easy way out.
Yeah.
They like to kind of twist things around, which is nice.
Did you have any of the decision to get Kirk in the band, or what? Or were you just a standby?
Well,
bystander?
Lars and James had seen Kirk play and known him much more than me.
Mm-hmm.
And they seemed to think that he was the quickest and best replacement could be managed at the time.
At the time, that was near the Venom concert in New York City.
Yeah, it was just before that time we sent Dave home. He was having some problems. But I trusted their judgment. I wasn't that familiar with Kirk's work.
Yeah.
But I'd seen him once. And I figured if, they considered him to be good enough to cut it, then chances are he was good enough to cut it.
So what, you guys sent him a demo tape and he just came up?
Oh, no. They'd played with Kirk's old band before I'd even joined.
Really?
And so Kirk was already familiar with the material, pretty much. And then they sent him a tape about a week before it happened or so.
So that concert in New York City, he was only playing for 2 weeks?
Actually playing with us for something like 10 days or something.
10 days?
And he had a tape for close to a week before that or something.
Then you guys did a lot of practicing for the Raven tour, right? Got everything, after the album and all that, you guys have just been getting practice down and everything, right? He's fit in pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, the beginning of the tour was kind of tough. The beginning of any tour is tough. You gotta get yourself set.
Motivated.
You have to get used to the road beating your ass every night.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
The road will kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, so what's Johnny Z doing? I mean, is he helping you guys out? Who's getting you over
He's
Europe?
trying. He tries his best.
Is he getting you over to Europe, or what's
He's made the connections that are making it possible for us to get to Europe.
That's good.
It's not actually him, but it's his work, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
He tries.
Is that EP gonna be in the U.S. or what?
It's a 3-song single.
Yeah.
It won't be released in the U.S. now.
Yeah, but you pick it up in import stores.
Yeah, you'll be able to find it one way or another, I think.
At your local Chris's Warped Record store on Madison. Advertisement there.
Somebody didn't pay for that.
It's Radio Free Cleveland, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you from Cortland, New York.
So how many gigs do you think you've played, so far with Metallica in the States? Probably about 100 or so.
Close to that. Maybe not that many, but close to that. It's getting there. This Raven tour was about 25. And there was another probably 25 before that, maybe.
So
Maybe another 25 after.
Yeah.
Maybe. Nah, not 20.
So here's the question of the day.
Question of the day. Bling, bling, bling.
So seriously, on all this East Coast touring, what do you think your best concerts were? Or what your best concert or concerts?
This last time around?
Yeah, this last little tour here.
Cleveland.
Cleveland, really?
Yeah, Cleveland was probably the best.
Cleveland's the best.
That was
I know you
another
guys-
one that was real good.
Well, you played
Chicago was pretty good
Yeah.
this time. It was better last time, I think.
Did you play Motor Breath in Chicago?
Different venue, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Well-
a lot of it has to do with the night you play and
Yeah.
the place you play.
Well, that Cleveland show, you played every song that you guys knew.
Well, it was a good crowd. They were with us, you know.
Yeah, sometimes they got louder than you guys.
They were extremely loud.
But, well, we'll just sign off here. So, Cliff, is there anything you want to say to the Cleveland public without swearing?
It's pretty tough.
Well, say something to all those Cleveland headbangers who'll be listening.
Keep thrashing and banging and chopping the freaks. And listen to WCSB 89.3 FM, Cleveland, Ohio, USA, Earth.